How do full-grown women, normal height, normal size, married to a man, normal height, normal size, or have intimate with a man who is normal height and normal size, give birth to dwarfs?
Sometimes the problem comes from the mothers.
Okay.
A pregnant woman. There are things you should quit or avoid doing when you are pregnant. If a woman is pregnant, and she always find, used to enter inside the washroom midnight. Public washroom.
Public washroom.
Not your room washroom.
If you are pregnant and you enter public washroom midnight.
You understand? Without covering your hair or your body. Are you getting me now?
But you are going to bath.
I'm coming.
Okay, go ahead.
Coming. If you find yourself in that situation where you always go inside midnight, it's not allowed. Even if you are to bath.
It's not advisable.
It's not advisable for a pregnant. Listen, after 8 p.m., I advise that no pregnant woman should enter inside any public washroom. Even if it is in your house, you can use your room one. You can use your room one instead of the public one.
Public one, right?
You understand? You can come out at that midnight to enter, and those things, the dwarf will be inside that same
public washroom.
Washroom you are going to wash yourself, but you can't see them, but they see you. You understand that? They also have feelings. Once you come out like that, or once you take off your clothes to bath naked, they also attract feelings like human beings will do. So once they see you, they feel like adding their blood into you. Please give me your listening ear here.
Pay attention critically and let's get this.
If your wife is pregnant, stop her from entering inside the washroom midnight, especially public one.
Washrooms, yeah.
That's one.
Yeah. Two.
The second is a pregnant woman should stop pouring hot water anyhow or on the floor. Are you getting me?
The causes of full length and full normal height woman giving birth to dwarfs. These are the spiritual causes.
That is what I'm saying.
Pouring hot water.
Stop pouring hot water above. Those things, you can't see them. Like we are sitting here. Yes. There can be 1,000 or 15 of them around us, but we can't see them. So immediately I pour something hot on the floor. I may end up pouring it on them. But you don't know. And once you hate them that way, and you are pregnant, what's up? They also think of getting into you. They will harm you. You will give birth to something that will be looking reasonable to them. But you will never know that you harm them in any way. They should always respect elders, especially our mothers.
Pregnant women,
they should always respect elders.
Especially our mothers.
Our mothers. It's very important. Very, very important.
If they refuse or fail to do this,
that's where they always end up giving birth to those things. You see?
Yes.
You can do an elder man something. He or she will not open their mouth to curse you. They will not curse you. But the eyes they will use to watch you, or they will have in the local, they will just say,
And that's all. And that's all.
So to me, if you say something to me, it's better than using the word That thing is very dangerous. It means a lot. It stands for killing. They can do you to regret in life. They can spoil everything about you. So the better way, if you're even lucky that they insult you or say something bad about you,
that is okay.
That is okay.
You heard what they said.
You heard what they said. But if they proceed to say or just keep quiet,
that is more dangerous.
That is more dangerous. I would advise that our mothers should be always respectful in our surrounding, especially when they are pregnant.
They should be respectful. Else you will give birth to a dwarf.
Those that call me that they need $5 million, we don't have bank here. We can't produce you $5 million. I'm coming. Please. The limit we can help you is either 2 or $2.3 million. But going ahead,
so $2.3 million, how will it be delivered?
That is why I said.
Because if a bank cannot deliver $5 million, that bank shouldn't be able to.
A bank can, but people take loans more than that.
So why can't you do 5? You can do 2.3.
You see, in life, you don't have to rush for everything.
No, I mean, if
I understand. I will still come to that. If you are asking for 2.5 or $5 million from me,
that is rash enough.
I'm coming. If you are asking this sum of money, isn't that we can't? We can, but
how do you do it?
I'm coming. We can.
How do you do it?
I'll explain that to you. You see,
because 2.5.
I am not arguing with him.
Yeah, of course, we are not.
We are just making.
Asking probing questions.
We are just trying to make the audience to understand what we are talking about here.
How do you do it?
That is why I said earlier, we don't have bank here. We don't have a money machine here. Like I said previously, I am a betweener for you, Arnold, and to the gods. And whatever you seek from me is what they will command. Are you getting me? I'm a betweener for you and them. And whatever you seek is what they will command. So mine is to provide the items, call them.
But you've been able to mention how much the
I'm
gods
coming.
can provide.
That is why I said, you are asking me how we do it. Then I said, I am just a betweener for you and them. Okay. What I will do is that you will tell me your wishes, then I will tell them, then they will do the command. You understand me? So that's why I said I'm just a betweener.
But they can't command more than a certain amount?
At once, I have never done more than that.
But have you ever done what you mentioned?
Why not? It's my work.
You've been able to command $2.3 million for someone.
That is why I said.
And the person was able to spend.
It's my work.
How did you get it to the person? Right, Vibes in 5 Ghana's first social media celeb talk show. The name Arnold Mensa Elavanyo. You can always call me, bro. You see me? Eddie, big shouts to you. Big shouts to Sat. Big shouts to Legend. Chief Mohammed is here. We had a previous conversation where he explained what happened between himself and one client that came to him. Something transpired. The client was going with some money, you know, according to the conversation or the story he narrated. And then they got intercepted by police, and he was invited, and what not happened over there. Today he's here. You know, I wasn't there for that story, and we all heard it when he narrated it. Whatever happened, happened. Chief Mohammed is here again, and he wants to touch on 3 key things. He's told me, and I think, why not? Let's share it with you, so we'll all find out what he has and what he wants you to know. First one, how are people able to harm people who are abroad? You see, you have a relative abroad, you have a friend abroad, and you go like, oh, if he doesn't, take his prayers seriously, if he's not strong spiritually, family can harm him, whilst the person is far away in Australia, far away in Finland. How does this happen? And then he also wants to break down how and why some women give birth to children who are, excuse me to say, dwarfs. So you have a full-length person, well-developed, gives birth, man is tall, woman is tall, they give birth, and then the baby is a dwarf. How does this happen? And then finally, the difference between blood money and spiritual charm. Okay, so these are the 3 key areas that Chief Mohammed will be touching on. But take note, whatever you do with the information is up to you, and you'll be fully responsible for the outcome. So nobody's asking you or forcing you to. So if you make any move or take any decision, know that you're doing it because you want to, and you'll be fully responsible for the outcome. Chief, you're welcome.
Thank you so much. And
yeah.
So before I will say anything else, I'll say a very big thanks to you and to your entire team for this great job. I mean, you guys, you always let people educate a lot on this platform. Once again, I'm called Chief Mohammed by name. I'm Mohammed, actually, but they put the chief to attach it, I mean, to be so different from other people that call Mohammed.
Okay.
Yeah, but my real name is Mohammed. Mohammed. I'm from the northern sector of Ghana here, Upper East Tongo, from Balaga, Red Blood there. Well, like you said earlier, there are 3 things or 3 topics that I want to make clear to people. First is how does others harm people living abroad.
Yes.
Or far distances. Well, first of all, we all have to understand that every living soul or every human being has his or her own gene or spirit.
Your own spirit,
your own genes that lives with you.
Wherever you are.
Wherever you are.
Okay.
You can also call it a star. You understand? If you don't want to use the word spirit or gene, you use the star. And before another person harms you with this far distance, they can't do anything to you without checking your star or to know what type of star or gene you are carrying.
Okay.
My star or gene can be fire. Yours can be water. That's how it is. And you see, if your own is fire, that's where you always sleep. You have a dream. They will be chasing you. You can even find yourself flying, like you will run until you realize you'll be flying.
Flying.
Or
That's
maybe
when your star is
fire. Yeah.
Okay.
And also, they can be chasing you. You feel like maybe you are 2 or 3 in number in the dream. They'll be chasing you, but you feel like your colleagues are running faster than you. They are going faster than you. You are always behind. You understand that? If you find yourself in these things, it means your fire. I mean, your gene or star is fire.
It's fire. Okay.
And those that have the water ones, that's where you see them. They always dream being inside water. See, the audience will give me their listening ear. If your star or spirit is fire, always you find yourself water. Always you find yourself in a dream inside the water. Okay. You'll be swimming. I mean, you can be even doing fishing or all those things inside water.
Always around water.
Water. Okay. You understand? So before a person will harm you, they will first have to check on these 2 things.
Okay.
The fire, I mean your spirit or your star. So if they find out that your star is inside the water, sometimes they find it difficult to harm you. Do you know why?
No.
They'll attack you with fire. You know, spirit, whatever they will do to harm you is by fire. They'll command it by fire.
They'll command it by fire.
So if you are lucky that your star or gene lives in the water, you know, water always beats fire. When there's firelight, then you can use water, I mean, to off it.
Yeah.
You understand? So if you are lucky that your star or gene lives inside the water, that's one, you are, I mean, let's say 70% or 60% ahead of your enemies.
Yeah.
But if you are not lucky, then this thing is fire. If your gene is fire, that is where they will use the water spirit,
yes,
to off your fire.
to quench your fire.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Thank you for that word.
Yeah.
Listen to me. There are differences here. If your gene is living inside the water,
yes,
you are lucky. You are somehow lucky because fire cannot overcome water like that.
Right.
But if your own is fire, they can use the water
can easily overcome it.
Yes. You understand that?
So before you proceed, is your gene the same as your star?
You see, every human being, the very good day they have given birth, I mean, they have given you a name. Example like Muhammad. Definitely, you have your own gene in you. The gene and star, I can match it together. I can say they are the same. Why? Because people or the bad or our enemies always use these 2 things as one to fight you.
To fight you.
I don't know if I'm getting.
So is it an either or thing, or when they use your gene, that is your star, and when they use your star, that is your gene? Is that how it is?
Yes. I can say the star. Excuse me to say, the star can be, I mean, little different from your gene.
Right.
But gene, those who understand well that a gene, they also live like a human spirit way, but we can't see them.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
But the star, let's say it's a luck to you yourself.
To you yourself.
To you yourself.
Yes.
So if they want to get you, like I said earlier, it's 2 things that they would search on. They will search on these 2 things.
They overcome your gene or overcome your
star before they will get you.
Before they will get you.
Are you getting me right now?
And this one, they can do it wherever you are.
Wherever you are, they can find you. That is why I said they cannot do anything to you without checking under those things to know where your power is. I don't know.
Yes, you are listening. You are paying attention.
Thank you. You understand that?
Yes.
So before they do anything bad or harm you, these 2 particular things that they will have to check first. Once they get it, or once they find out the secret where your star or gene lives, that's where they end you.
That's where they end you.
You understand that?
So this is how people harm people who live abroad.
Who lives abroad.
How do full-grown women, normal height, normal size, married to a man, normal height, normal size, or have intimate with a man who is normal height and normal size, give birth to dwarfs?
Before I come to that question, I think I'm a type of person, anytime I raise this treatment, I make sure I found a solution for it. Like I mentioned earlier, these genes and all those stars. If you find yourself to be in a dream flying or being behind when they are chasing you, you can solve it with your own, or you can solve this yourself
on your own
without involving any malam or any spiritualist.
What are you supposed to do?
You see, the cheapest way, you can find a cow milk. You know the cow milk. You can find a cow milk. Then you find a white calabash. You know a calabash. You find a cow milk. Find this same white calabash. Then you find a white cola. You know cola.
Yeah.
Besim or whatever they call
cola,
it.
Yes.
Thank you. So, in the midnight when you are going to sleep, you place the white calabash, pour the milk, the cow milk inside.
Right.
Then you pick the white cola I'm talking about. Mention your own name 3 times. Pray over this. Put it inside the cow milk with the calabash. Early in the morning, when you wake up, you don't have to greet anyone. Don't paste. Don't eat. Neither you talk to someone else. Just pick these items. Find a road that is lying down straight. A straight road, I mean. Then you pour these things inside. Just pour it on the road.
Just pour it on the road.
Just pour it on the road.
Straight road.
A straight road. Make sure it doesn't.
White calabash, white cola nut.
White calabash, white cola nut. Then you pray on it.
Then you pray on it. That's all.
Put it down and sleep over. So the next morning, then we'll use it and do that.
Beautiful.
Saraka. It's a saraka.
It's a saraka.
That help us a lot. But people don't know.
Yes. So get that done if you want to fix your genie and star problems.
That is what I mean.
Right. Let's move on to the other side.
Okay.
Because we have 3 elements. Let's clear them before we wrap up with the interview.
Okay.
How do full-grown woman and full-grown man, normal height and size, give birth to dwarfs? Let's find this one as well.
See, this is a problem that always occurs in our surround our community. Always it happens. And you see, and when in a situation like this, if they don't know, if the father or the mother don't know, they will think maybe it's someone else in the family that is behind it. Please, no one is after you or your baby. Sometimes the problem comes from the mothers, a pregnant woman. There are things you should quit or avoid doing when you are pregnant. But they take it as life, and that is where they finally found themselves in those troubles. If a woman is pregnant, and she always used to enter inside the washroom midnight. Public washroom.
Public washroom.
Not your room washroom.
If you are pregnant and you enter public washroom midnight.
You understand? Without covering your hair or your body. Are you getting me now?
But you are going to bath.
I'm coming.
Okay, go ahead.
If you find yourself in that situation where you always go inside midnight, it's not allowed. Even if you are to bath.
It's not advisable.
It's not advisable for a pregnant. Listen, after 8 p.m., I advise that no pregnant woman should enter inside any public washroom. Even if it is in your house, you can use your room one. You know, you can use your room one instead of the public one.
Public one, right?
You understand? You can come out at that midnight to enter, and those things, the dwarf will be inside that same
public washroom.
Washroom you are going to wash yourself, but you can't see them, but they see you. You understand that? They also have feelings. Once you come out like that, or once you take off your clothes to bath naked, they also attract feelings like human beings will do. So once they see you, they feel like adding their blood into you. Please give me your listening ear here.
Pay attention critically and let's get this.
If your wife is pregnant, stop her from entering inside washroom midnight, especially public one.
Washrooms, yeah.
That's one.
Yeah.
The second is a pregnant woman should stop pouring hot water anyhow or on the floor. Are you getting me?
The causes of full length and full normal height woman giving birth to dwarfs. These are the spiritual causes.
That is what I'm saying.
Pouring hot water.
Stop pouring hot water above. You know, those things, you can't see them. Like we are sitting here.
Yes.
There can be 1,000 or 15 of them around us, but we can't see them. So immediately I pour something hot on the floor. I may end up pouring it on them. But you don't know. And once you hit them that way, and you are pregnant, what's up? They also think of getting into you. They will harm you. You give birth to something that will be looking reasonable to them. But you will never know that you harm them in any way. You see, there's no time. I think I'll just have to brush up.
We'll just brush
we continue.
Yes.
And the third is, they should always respect elders, especially our mothers.
Pregnant women.
Pregnant women, they should always respect elders,
especially our mothers.
Our mothers. It's very important. Very, very important.
If they refuse or fail to do this,
that's where they always end up giving birth to those things. You see,
yes.
You can do an elder man something, he or she will not open their mouth to curse you. They will not curse you. But the eyes they will use to watch you, or they will have in the local, they will just say,
And that's all. And that's all.
So to me, if you say something to me, it's better than using the word That thing is very dangerous. It means a lot. It stands for killing. They can do you to regret in life. They can spoil everything about you. So the better way, if you are even lucky that they insult you or say something bad about you,
that is okay.
That is okay.
You heard what they said.
You heard what they said. But if they proceed to say or just keep quiet,
that is more dangerous.
That is more dangerous. I would advise that our mothers should be always respectful in our surrounding, especially when they are pregnant.
They should be respectful. Else you will give birth to a dwarf. Now, let's get to the final segment before we wrap up. You want to explain the difference between blood money and spiritual charm.
You see?
Right? What's the difference?
Actually, I am not the one that wants to explain this. This is my second time on this platform. Last 3-4 months, I was here. I was on this platform. And mostly, when people call me, they always ask how it is. Someone who said he needs your help, but he's afraid to involve in a situation where later he or she will regret it. And they are concluding, or they are including the blood money into what I am doing. Listen to me. Blood money is really different from spiritual charm. You ask why. You see, the blood money, it is a ritual performance that involves human sacrifice. Give me your listening ear. The blood money, it involves human sacrifice. But if you don't know this, you call them, or I'll call everything as blood money, because even the spiritual charm, you will have to add blood before you can proceed or have whatever you want from that spiritual charm we are doing. But the blood we are adding is not human blood, but rather what? The animals we use in our domestic homes. Are you getting me? But the blood money, that is where they go ahead with the human blood. That is why we call it the blood money. Are you getting me?
Because of human blood,
let me end
blood
here.
Money.
You see, if you involve yourself in blood money, you will be far and better, richer than person who did or who does the spiritual charm. Do you know why?
No.
The blood money is a ritual it's a sacrifice performer continuously. The sacrifice involved it is always continuously until the end of your term. The blood money is either every month, every 6 months, every year that you will have to produce a human blood. Give me your listening ear. I said it's a form of continuous ritual performances or sacrifices that you'll be doing with human blood every year or every 6 months or even a month. You have to do it. Are you getting me? You have to continue. And the more you sacrifice the human, the more your wealth comes.
That's the
blood money I'm trying to separate here.
Yes.
You understand that?
Yes.
So the more you do the sacrifice or the more you share blood, the more your wealth will be increasing. You will never stop sacrificing human beings until the end of your term. Because if you stop,
the world will stop.
The world will stop. Not only stopping, you end up running mad. A sickness that can never be cured. Are you getting me? I mean, a lot of things
will
happen to you because you stop the promise you had already. You understand?
That is the blood money.
That is the blood money. And the spiritual charm is that there is blood involved in it, but not human blood, like I mentioned earlier. There are those things you can there are those items you can buy. There are items you will buy, sit in your room or sit in your shrine. You use those items to call down the spirits. Listen carefully to me. In the shrine, we don't have bank here. We don't have any money machine here. But with those items, we can use it to call the spirit Once the spirits are there, you feed them what they want. That is what the items you bought. You feed them with it. Then you then command them for whatever you need. And listen carefully. The spiritual charm, you see the packet no dry or black wallet, the black pot, and the instant money. It's all under the spiritual charm.
But there's someone said there's nothing like instant
I'm
money.
coming. I'll get you. I'll get you.
Right.
Let me take it again. The spiritual charm,
Packet no dry.
black packet, black wallet, the black pot, and the instant money, it all falls under the spiritual charm.
Okay.
But the black money is aside.
Okay.
Where they involve human beings.
Yes.
So we have done with it. Let's come back to the spiritual charm. Like I said, you have to buy those items, call the spirit, then you command them to do the charm you want to do. It's either something physical or spiritually, they can do it. We are talking about money aspect here.
Yes.
You command them to come in the cash you want. Please, those that call me that they need $5 million, we don't have bank here. We can't produce you $5 million. I'm coming. Please. The limit we can help you is either 2 or $2.3 million. But going ahead,
so $2.3 million, how will it be delivered?
That is why I said.
Because if a bank cannot deliver $5 million, that
A bank can.
shouldn't be able to.
A bank can, but people take loans more than that.
So why can't you do 5? You can do 2.3.
You see, in life, you don't have to rush for everything.
No, I mean, if
I understand. I will still
2.5
I will still come to your. I will still come to that. If you are asking for 2.5 or $5 million
that
from
is
me,
rash enough.
I'm coming. If you are asking this sum of money, isn't that we can't? We can, but
How do you do it?
I'm coming. We can.
How do you do it?
I'll explain that to you. You see,
Because 2.5
I am
million
not arguing
is
with
not,
him.
Yeah, of course, we are not.
We are just making.
asking probing
We are
questions.
just trying to make the
questions.
audience to understand what we are talking about here.
How do you do it?
That is why I said earlier, we don't have bank here. We don't have a money machine here. Like I said previously, I am a betweener for you and not, and to the gods. And whatever you take from me is what they will command. Are you getting me? I'm a betweener for you and them. And whatever you take is what they will command. So mine is to provide the items, call them.
But you've been able to mention how much the
I'm
gods
coming.
can provide.
That is why I said, you are asking me how we do it. Then I said, I am just a betweener for you and them. Okay. What I will do is that you will tell me your wishes, then I will tell them, then they will do the command. You understand me? So that's why I said I'm just a betweener.
But they can't command more than a certain amount.
At once, I have never done more than that.
But have you ever done what you mentioned?
Why not? It's my work.
You've been able to command $2.3 million for someone.
That is why I said.
And the person was able to spend.
It's my work.
How did you get it to the person?
Like you are here, assume you are here for a spiritual work. You've tell me all your problems. I also lead you there. That is why I mentioned earlier that we don't have bank money here.
No,
we don't have.
So the one that you were able to do, how did you deliver it to the person?
You see?
That one you said you were able to do.
You see?
Because you see, when we are talking
you are
about
coming,
large volumes of money, we need to be very careful and
educate the audience too.
$2.3 million is not chicken change.
It's a sum of money. It's a very
money,
huge money.
Yeah, it's not money that can just appear. So when you say it can just appear,
from
how does it appear?
You are saying this from your mind. Why? Because you don't know what involved with the spiritual
So
side.
the spirit can just give $2.5 million.
Why not? If the spirit can do, if a spirit can kill a human being, why can't it provide money? We are talking about spirit here, please. There is a difference between human being and spirit. They do what we can do.
But the money will come
coming.
physically.
They existed before we came. After the work, it's not that we are going to command any money into your bank account. No. It's going to be happening live. Physically, then you see everything.
But there's been instances where you people, you show money, the person sees something purported to be money, the next minute is pieces of paper.
That is why I said, I know myself. When I'm talking, I don't put myself into other shoes. I talk or I say what I know. I don't talk
because
about.
It's difficult to understand that some spirit can produce $2.5
That is why I said
million.
you can't sit, on air like this to know everything because it's my portion. Like you are.
Yes,
I mean,
yes,
you are.
I'm an interviewer.
You are interviewer. You
yes.
ask questions.
Yes.
There's not. I don't know a lot about your site.
Yes, and I don't know a lot about your site.
You understand that?
That's why I'm
unless
asking
you are
questions.
here for work.
Okay.
And I said we can't do $5 million above. Doesn't mean it's forever. We can do this gradually. I mean, we can have it done here. If you use
the sound of $5 million even beats my imagination because
listen to me.
It doesn't appear realistic.
But it's not money. It's not cash. I'm telling you.
Well, yeah, okay, it's not cash.
It's not cash. I'm telling you. You see, 5 million. No human being that can ever satisfy with cash. I'm telling you the fact. If I give you $10 million today, tomorrow you will be looking for $15 million or $20 million.
Yes.
No human being is above any cash. You can never satisfy with money.
Cash, yeah.
So if I mention $10 million or $5 million, it should not scare you. It's because you don't have it in your account. If you have it, you consider it not to be any money.
It's not because
always you be hustling to act.
It's not because I
Please,
don't have
you see,
it. It's
I'm
because I
educating these
feel
people.
it cannot easily be gotten in the name of spirit.
That is why I said.
It is not about having it or not having it. It's about how to have it.
That is why I said. It's hard for you because it's not your fault. It's not your fault, but it's my fault.
You have $5 million.
Now you are going into my personal.
Okay.
Come, you are going into my personal. You see.
Okay.
I
mean, you can share if you are talking
about money.
No.
Listen to me.
If you actually have it, you can let us know.
Let me come. I am not here to boast on my wealth or whatever I have, please.
Right.
I am just a human being. We are brothers and we are educating your audience.
Yes,
that's
you
understand
why I'm
that. So if you are asking me if I have $5 million in my account, I don't think it's necessary for me to answer this question.
I mean, that's fine.
It's my personal.
Yeah, that's fine.
You see, it's for my children, myself, my family. No other person should know it.
But I wanted to know because if you can easily, like you say, you can
let's
easily
let's
then
continue.
I'm wondering why you wouldn't have it. That's the only reason I asked.
You see, I can't say I have it. I can't say I don't have it because it's my personal.
It's a personal thing. I respect it.
You understand that?
Agreed.
You agree with that?
Oh, I agree.
Thank you.
I agree. Let's move on.
You see, if you want that sum of money, it can be done, but not once. I repeat, not once.
And you say it is not physical.
Come again?
You say it is not physical.
I said we will do it. We will command them to bring the money physically. You will see it.
Oh, because at a point you said it's not cash. That's why I was paying.
I said cash. I said we are not going to command it into your bank account. I said they will bring it physically in front of you, but not the 5 million I am talking about. I said we cannot do it at once for you.
Okay, so
mostly or normally we do it from that 2.2 or 2.3 below, but not above. Let me come. But if you insist, assuming you come today for it, once we finish with the first one, and you want to do it again, we'll give you 3 weeks. Are you getting me? And after the work, you are getting a white ram to remove your name from the God spot.
Why?
You're coming. Everything has an effect. No one can give you spiritual money and tell you that it doesn't have any effect or any effects. But it is the better way to prevent it from your, your client for not to involve in any spiritual problems.
White ram.
You will buy the white ram. Before we do the work, your name will be given to the gods inside the God spot. And after your wishes has become done, we'll find a white ram to remove your name from that pot to prevent you from bad dreams. Anything that has to do with spiritual attack in that sector, nothing will harm you after we use that white ram to remove your name from the God spot. Understand me here. After we remove the name, we can then proceed. That will be after 3 or 4 weeks. We can proceed. That's after we remove your name from the pot. We can then do the next one. But you can't just come today, then expect me to give you $5 million, please.
So how much does one pay to get that money?
You see, another question that has to do with my personal. I will not.
This is my personal question.
I know.
So if somebody says I want $2.5 million, like you are saying, what must he pay to get that money?
The question you are asking, I think, the question is for the clients. You are not here for work. You are here to interview me.
Yeah, that's.
I don't want the thing to look like maybe we are.
No, it's not for you.
I can't just sit here to mention.
So if I ask you what animals should they bring, will you be able to mention animals?
That is why I said. If you want to know
mention you bring white ram and bring white this and white that, And I asked that, what should I say?
You have heard me mentioning the white one.
It's like you are choosing the ones you want to talk about and the ones not.
I am not choosing anything to talk about, but there's something we should know that not every question that needs an answer on air.
I agree.
Please.
No, I agree.
Do I agree? Not every question that needs an answer on air.
I agree.
Are you getting me?
Every
Even
question
if you are
can be asked.
I'm coming. Even if you are saying the truth, but not all questions. I mean, to be professional, not every question should be answered on air.
Yeah, but it can be asked.
It can be asked. That is why I say you can ask, but it is not necessary to answer. Yes,
you can decide not to answer.
So that side, I think I will leave it for myself.
Leave it for yourself.
For any interested person that will call me for the procedure.
Right. So Chief Mohammed is the name. We've touched on how somebody can harm someone who stays far away. We've touched on how pregnant women end up giving birth to dwarfs. And this is the final stage, which has gotten a bit heated because it's talking about money. And you know, wherever money is mentioned, attention is paid. So we need to get in critically.
Again, please.
I mean, before we wrap up. Yes.
There's a coffin. I want to talk some little about it.
Okay, let's go.
There's a coffin. The coffin doesn't produce money for me or something that comes with money.
Right.
I'll use that coffin to cure people. Please. It's for protection and for deliverance. If you are sick or suffer coffin, to deliver you or cure you. Especially, or example, when best two friends met same girl. I don't know if I'm making sense. We are friends. You met a girl, then I later went in for her without knowing that you met her.
Yeah.
Finally, when we know or realize that we all had sex with her, there is a spiritual performance or deliverance we should do. Else, if you fall serious sick, as your best friend, I cannot visit you.
Yes.
If you also die, excuse me, you will never die until your times come.
Yeah, amen.
If you also die,
you won't come to.
I cannot come to a funeral. Do you know why?
No.
When you have sex to a lady, same girl, and you fall sick, if I appear there and set my bow out into you, I mean, if
I see you,
direct,
eye to eye,
if I live, it's either I die, then you wake up from the sickness.
Or
it's either you die,
and then you
stay alive.
Two things.
It's very, very important. And we should not be joking with this. But we deliver it or we do a spiritual cleanse about this.
Right.
And that is where we use the coffin.
Is it a big coffin?
It's a big coffin.
Will you sleep inside?
You will not sleep for a night.
But will you lie inside?
You lie inside.
You lie inside.
Then we'll close it. Then do the ritual performance on you. Then you come out.
Chief.
Then I'm coming. I'm not talking to you. I just want the audience to understand what is in the. Listen, this thing has killed a lot of friends.
No, I'm not even going to ask about the coffin. You said the person will lie inside, you close it, and then
they will do the spiritual performance.
So I wanted to ask about your contact details, but you wrap up and add it. I'm not after you.
You see, in a situation like this, we make sure that the two of you are present.
Yes, and then you perform.
We'll do this one,
and then
we'll do your own.
Yes, a lot of friends are knocking one woman.
And it kills us, it kills the young guys a lot. People will think that maybe.
And they don't know.
They don't know. It kills a lot.
Right.
All right, I think to reach me, you can call me on 020, another 20, 3, 95, 25. I'll repeat it.
Again, yes.
020,
yes.
Another 20,
yes.
3, 95, 25. Please, it's my calling line, and again, you can WhatsApp on it. But my MTN 2 is 054 71 35 477. But that one is only for WhatsApp.
Right.
It's only for WhatsApp. The MTN is only for WhatsApp. It's not for calling. But the Vodafone is for calling, and you can also WhatsApp on it.
Thank you very much, Chief Mohammed. Very hard spiritualist. I like his steadfastness, and the way he breaks things down for us to understand. At least we've learned something. If you are pregnant, know what to do and what not to do, so you don't end up giving birth to dwarfs. But please, the conversation we've had, yes, we've said it, you've heard it, but you will decide what to do with the information, and note that you will be fully responsible for the outcome, which is why it is your choice to decide to give him a call or not, and ask the relevant questions like I was doing. Ask, get the answers, clear all doubts before you make a move. So in the end, you would hold yourself accountable for whatever transpires later. Big shouts, Eddie, big shouts, Sat, big shouts, Ledian. and Chief Mohammed looking white and clean. I actually want to take the outfit he's wearing right after this interview because I'm in love with it. We out.